For the first of 2 Cup races at Atlanta this season, green flag, we're underway.
Yeah, already seeing 3 wide.
Wide racing surface here. Denny Hamlin takes off with the lead. The inside lane seemed to get a pretty good jump, and watch for that to happen again on restarts later on.
Yeah, so easy to wheel spin with that lower gear when you take off on this front straightaway, and for some reason the outside has a much more difficult time getting that grip.
About to go a lap down here, and
hey, he's doing a nice job fighting our leader.
And he will too. Hold him off, Daniel.
One more lap in stage 1.
And Almirola is the biggest cheerleader for Daniel
100%.
Suarez right now, because he would be the free pass car.
Yeah, it not only saves Daniel right here, it'll save the 10 cars day as well. I believe he's going to do it.
Yep. Uses the lap car of Joey Gase.
Hook that paint there, Daniel.
He's there.
And I think it shows some patience right there. Some poise with Larson not pushing the envelope here. They're giving them that opportunity.
Green and white checkered flag in the air. Kyle Larson. You'll be listening to Alex Bowman's spotter, Kevin Hamlin, the 48.
You see Kyle really spinning his tires.
Now middle's good. You're good to the middle. Good to the middle. You're clear all the way. Clear all the way.
Look what it did to that line.
Turn the wall, Kurt Busch.
I think this is a product, some guys pushing.
That's a product of everything that happened and what we were talking about.
He was trying to get it all, and he got turned.
It all stacked up is what it was. Kyle Busch started that, spinning his tires on the outside, reacting. You have to react to the first car in line on that bottom. When Kyle Larson goes, that's when you go. You cannot go before.
Well, and when the 18 spun his tires, everybody behind him stacked up because they know they can't pass him before they get to the start-finish line.
Now the 18 Kyle Busch in front is going to spin his tire. His older brother Kurt, third car back on the outside lane.
So the 9 tries to give a little assistance to the 18. Now they're stacked up. Yeah, the 11 was pushing the 1 maybe a little bit too hard as they got into turn 1.
Here we go.
Yeah, Blaney actually chose the inside. He was second place.
A lot better push on the outside this time.
Three wide, and Ricky Stenhouse trying to shoot the middle.
He's going to give William Byron a big shove into turn 3.
And a much needed push right there for William Byron.
Right, look at this battle for the lead here. The 12 of Blaney getting to the outside of the 5.
New leader Ryan Blaney at the stripe by about a third of a car length, and Larson moves to take it right back. Daniel Suarez trying to hang on for the final stage point. He has 2.5 seconds on Martin Truex. That's the gap from 10th to 11th.
I'm gonna tell you what, that's a big deal, guys. If he can get to a stage point here in the next 6 laps, if he could stay in that position, that is a big deal for this new race team.
Oh, brand new race team. The job that they're doing, and they came in right. They had a game plan. They had a strategy. They're working. They're getting better week in and week out. Running in the top 10 the way they're doing against the competition they have. This is, in my opinion, drastically overachieving, and great to see.
And making the most of this RCR equipment, because look at Austin Dillon the day that he's having.
Alliance.
Regan?
Well, Jeff, you mentioned making the most of the RCR equipment. They're making the most of that alliance as a whole. Crew Chief Travis Mack, who is the normal crew chief. Yes, Jose Velasco is filling in today. He is actually back at Richard Childress Racing in the command center, watching this race, trying to do everything he can to still be a part of the team and communicate. So a little bit of credit to him as well for a fast race car, what he's been doing from the start. Team owner Justin Marks, he's not far from you guys in the booth up there. He's sitting in the suites watching everything going on right now.
That's a great point, and that's something you talk about alliance. All right, what do you get out of an alliance? That's pretty impressive. That's something that even caught me off guard right there. I wouldn't think, you know, Richard Childress has invested a lot in this control room, the war room, so to speak. Letting those guys come over there and call the race and be a part of that, that's a huge advantage of being a part of an alliance like RCR's got.
And the pits are closed with 2 laps to go in the stage. You saw Corey LaJoie now 4 laps down. And Ross Chastain you're riding with at the tail end of being 1 lap down. So right now, looks like Logano may hold on for the free pass position here at the end of stage 2.
As long as that Goodyear tire holds up, he'll be fine.
Daniel Suarez looks like he may have a lock on that final stage point. Awarded to the top 10 at the end of each stage. He has more than 2 seconds on Martin Truex still. Starter has the green and white checkers in hand, waiting for Kyle Larson. And it's the 4th time that Kyle Larson has swept the first 2 stages of a race. Now 4 times Kyle Larson has won the first 2 stages of a race, but he has never won all 3. Here we go.
Oh, Matty D, he pushed the 24 William Byron off in there and then turned off and turned underneath that and put him 3 wide, and here we go. We got a race now.
I think you tuned him up.
This is just exactly what a lot of these guys were looking for. Re-rack the deal, get an adjustment, give them new hope. See Daniel Suarez looking to the inside of Matty D right there. Good 3-wide battle.
Got room.
Can he make it stick? He's got those left sides on the paint.
Sure does.
Nice
and it's
job.
Stuck down there. Drove it off in there big time.
Front 5 single file. Suarez on the bottom, trying for more. He's going to pop up in line in 6th. Here comes Blaney to the inside of Denny Hamlin.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Issue for Chase Elliott.
Makes you wonder right after a restart like this, was it a missed shift or something like that?
Caution.
Man, I love watching them fan out through turns 1 and 2 on these restarts. All right, Blaney, show us what you got, man. You had a fast race car. Now you got the lead.
Great pit work, got him the lead. Their stop was 1.2 seconds faster than Larson's. Second fastest stop all year by any team. And the timing couldn't have been better.
And if you're Ryan Blaney, what you want to see is exactly what you're seeing in your mirror. You see the 5 cars side by side with the 11 and the 21, Matt D.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't seen Larson have to work this hard to make some passes since the start of this race.
And if you're Larson, you got to be careful not to overuse your tires right here. Making the passes, making the moves, getting back to the front. If you're not careful, those guys side driving. You see Denny Hamlin side driving off of him. Got to keep from abusing those tires as you're making these passes.
Second place.
Woo, that was close. Oh, crossover. Very, very close.
Yeah, you could not have cut it any closer than Denny Hamlin did right there. Let's see if Larson get a run. Yeah, he's going to get this run on the
Denny's
outside.
crowding.
Surprised Hamlin couldn't come up to block. Didn't have enough time to get there.
He tried
but
to.
I don't think he wanted to.
Okay. He wanted. I think he tried to. Just run out of room.
And Logano, you know, is doing exactly what he needs to do. He's the last car on the lead lap. He's not really trying to block for his teammate. He's trying to stay on the lead lap, but it is making it very difficult. You see the back end start to step out on the 5 of Kyle Larson.
Inside 10 to go. Kyle Larson has led 267 of 315 laps today. Had to check up a bit for that lapped car of Joey Gase. And Blaney charges forward. Here we go.
Yeah, Blaney's car just looks like it's doing what he needs it to do right there. I mean, he ran the bottom, the 5 of Larson ran the top. Blaney still closed in on him.
All right, let's listen to Kyle Larson's spotter.
Oh, Blaney worked that high line perfectly right there.
Big time. Here he is. Looking to the inside.
Whoa, lead change and almost a collision. But will it stick?
Well, now with the 22 affect the 12.
Teammate of Ryan Blaney coming right here with a lap car. I just see the 5 car going away.
Yeah,
you know, he talked about the grip level of his car on that last stage and how it really fell off at the end. Needed some overall grip is what he said. You can see it right now.
And you saw right there, Logano moved up the racetrack to let his teammate and Kyle Larson go on by.
Yep. Ryan Blaney leads for the 4th time today.
With 7 laps to go.
Exactly like you said, Mike.
That's pretty frustrating if you're Kyle Larson and you see Logano, as soon as the 12 of Blaney gets the lead, he just moves up the racetrack.
Take it off, man. Regroup, you're going to get it. Regroup, you'll get it. I hate Giovanni, man. Don't give up, man. Stay on him.
Well, I think we know how he feels about the situation.
Yeah.
Well, again, earlier we talked about this. You look for opportunities to make this pass and pounce on that guy, right? And when you find the lapper, you try to time that. If you're Ryan Blaney, you look up and that lapper just so happens to be your teammate, you're grinning from ear to ear.
Car bounced off the wall in 1, continued through 2. It's Corey LaJoie.
Way off the pace
slow
right
in
here.
the back straightaway. I believe he did get the wall in turn 1, Clint. No indication from the flagman, and LaJoie makes it down to the track apron as the signal goes out for Ryan Blaney. 5 laps to go. LaJoie makes it around to pit road and out of harm's way. Ford won the last 4 races here. 2 for Keselowski. 2 for, was it Logano? No. Harvick. Excuse me. Kevin Harvick and Brad Keselowski have split the last 4 here. Mustangs going for 5. And our streak of different winners would extend to 6.
Mike, you told me it'd be more than 16.
No,
You're looking good.
The whole time here I was like, no, we're going to have a repeat winner, and Kyle Larson's been dominating this race. And then boom, out of nowhere, basically, Ryan Blaney just puts together one heck of a final run here to the checkered, if he can hold on.
But Jeff, he's been good all day. Kyle Larson's been great all day. But Blaney and that number 12 team, they had the 2nd fastest pit stop of the year to get him the lead, and he's just been very, very consistent, and here he is.
And Mike, that's why we race.
Yes.
We race every lap. It's never over till it's over, as we're proving right here again.
And if you're Kyle Larson, you're surrounded in Penske. He's got Ryan Blaney, both of Ryan Blaney's teammates right in between him. Boy, he is in bad shape right here. This is going to be a tough one to swallow if you're Kyle Larson. Dominated this race, only to get past inside of 10 to go. Very, very frustrating.
And the sun pops back out for these final 2 laps. 14 cars on the lead lap. And here's your white flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Third generation star. 27 years old from High Point, North Carolina. Won last June at Talladega. Previous best finish here, 4th.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Did not see this coming at all.
Ryan Blaney wins the Folds of Honor QuickTrip 500 in a shocker after Kyle Larson dominates the day but finishes 2nd.
Young fan with the Ryan Blaney shirt on.
How cool is that?
Gosh, we had a great long run car all day. It took us a little bit to get going, and I was pretty free all day. And so we made a really good change to tighten me up where I needed it. And it looked like Kyle was getting loose. And I'm happy it worked into our favor that there was a couple long runs at the end that let us kind of get there.